Today you'll need a square piece of paper, things to color with, pencils, markers, crayons, a pair of scissors, and a glue stick. Go get those materials now. Take your square piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half. Make sure you're working very carefully. Try to get those edges lined up perfectly. I like to make a nice sharp crease by taking my nail and just pushing it against the paper, back and forth. Open it up and fold your paper in half the other direction. Again, creasing that fold. You should have a plus sign in the middle of your paper now. Now I'm going to take the bottom half of my paper and I'm going to fold it up to meet the center fold. Again, work very carefully. The folds are really going to make a difference in this piece. Do the same thing to the other side. Nice sharp creases every time. I'm really making sure that my papers don't overlap here. They just touch in the middle, but one does not overlap the other. When you open up your paper, you should see 4 vertical lines. Now I'm going to fold my other sides just like the ones I did. Fold in toward the center and in toward the center. When you open it up, you should have 16 squares on your paper. I'm going to fold my paper in half once more. It doesn't matter which way. And you see those 2 squares right in the very middle? Again, make sure the fold is facing you. But I'm going to cut out those 2 squares. Grab your scissors and cut very carefully. Again, make sure you're cutting on the folded side. When you open up your paper, it should look like a frame. Now it's time to do some gluing. Find the opposite corners of your frame. And I'm going to put glue on those corners. Again, make sure they're the opposite corners. Put glue, and then you're going to fold those sides in, one half, and then the other. Now this is probably the trickiest part. We do have to do a little bit more gluing, but this time you're going to glue the sides that's still open. So they're the opposite corners from the last ones that I just glued. Just like before, I'm going to put glue on one corner and then the other. And then I'm going to fold those sides in, creating a square once again. Now, once that glue dries, you have a pretty magic square that does some pretty amazing things. With the time you have left, you can draw a different picture on each square, and it will magically change from one picture to the other.